This is just for sample for how you can use this paper trimmer and how you can use this cutting guide here to make some fancy cuts. These next cuts are going to be just a little bit tricky, and you might need to write these down as you do them. And I'll have the dimensions on my blog, so you can copy them. All right. Now, what I want to do is make 2 cuts on these 2 sides of this close to cocoa, here and here, and then on this tempting turquoise, taken with teal, I want to do this side and this side. And I'm going to come in 1/4 inch on both of these pieces, 1/4 inch from the side and 1/4 inch from the top, and make each cut 1.5 inches long. And then I'm going to go in another 1/4 inch and then match these things. So this involves a little bit of math, and I'm going to try and do the math before and post it up on my blog. Now, on this paper trimmer, there are measurements on this cutting guide here. And as I did in a different video, these 2 little things here on the side of the cutting blade, you can line them up with the measurements that are on the cutting guide and use those, and that's what we're going to be doing. I have the left edge at 4 1/8, and on the trimmer I'm going to move this down to 1/4 inch on this cutting guide. I'm going to press it down, and let's see, 1 1/4, so 1 3/4 inches. Okay, 1 1/4 is 1 inch, and 1 3/4 is 1 1/2. All right, now I'm going to make the same cut on the other side. Okay, this is lined up with 4 1/8. I'm going to line this up with 1/4 inch and press it down, and I'm going to the 1 3/4. All right, now on this, so I'm going to go to 3 1/2. Have to turn this over on the other side. 3 1/2. Okay, and then I'm going to come back over to the 1/4 inch mark, and down to the 1 3/4. And then with this one, 3 1/2 at the 1/4. Okay, it's 3 1/2. Line this up at this 3 3/4 inch side. Line it up at 3 1/2. And put this at the 1/4 mark. And 1 3/4. Okay. And then you have some little corner things here. Now we're going to do this again. And this math stuff is pretty much above, man, I'll tell you. Our next cut is going to start at 3 7/8 here. And this is going to be put at the 1/2 inch mark. And we're going to go down still to the 1 3/4. Okay. 3 7/8. and a half. Down to 1 3/4. Turn this back over. This is going to be 3 1/4. And back to the half. And 1 3/4. So 3 1/4. And half. And 1 3/4. Okay. Now we have these two things here. Oh. Okay, now I said that math was not my best subject. So, now you're going to see my mistake. What I had intended on doing was putting this one on like this, and then I was going to put this one inside there. Well, the 3 5/8 by 3 is still too big, so I had to go to the 3 3/8 by 2 3/4, and that fits in there. And I'll have the dimensions on my blog. I better do this the smart way so that I don't mess up. And get a crooked cut. Wow, this is complicated stuff. I think I ought to stick to the easy stuff. All right. Okay, this stamp says, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams." All right, is this one going to fit? Oh, better than it was. All right, I'm going to put some brads in. I'm going to put 3 brads in. Just right here. This one says, "Well-behaved women rarely make history." Oh, that turned out good. Okay. A little crooked. Arrgh. Trapezoid. Well, that one got smeared.